Hey, techies, welcome and welcome back to kaetalkstech. I'm Kay. Let's talk tech. Um, Today, I want to talk to you about business systems analyst slash business analyst versus product owner. So, I saw this post on social media and I wanted to talk about this topic because a gentleman who was trying to hire a BA was, I guess, lamenting the fact that he's working with an external agency. They have sent him 30 resumes, and he could only find what he was looking for in maybe three of the resumes. So he said what he was getting was a lot of product owners that write user stories. And if you're in that situation, there's a couple of things you can look at. Number one is your consulting company. Your consulting company is going to charge you somewhere between $150 and $250 an hour, depending on the level of resource you're asking for, depending on the experience and background that you need for your role. This gentleman said he wanted a real SDLC BA who can interview stakeholders, elicit requirements, write that up, manage the requirement life cycle, write, get sign off and so forth. Um, so yeah, that's what a BA does. He said that he didn't really need technical skills, but I beg to differ because what is the BA doing requirements for? There's going to be something technical involved because that's the way work works. That's the way businesses work these days. So yeah, you want to get someone who has technical skills, and that someone is a BSA, Business Systems Analyst. Um, that's my wheelhouse, right? And product owner is also my wheelhouse. And usually, when I'm a product owner, I'm also the BSA at the same time. So it's a two for one a lot of the times, but sometimes it's not. Um, I want y'all to put some respect on my BA name, okay? Because business analysis sometimes doesn't get the respect it deserves. It's not an easy job a lot of the time. The business analyst is the glue holding everything together. They sit between the business and the technical people. The business systems analysts do. They're the liaisons, right? That's what they used to say. Um, and it has become conflated with the product owner role. As a business analyst, you have to have a lot of different skill sets. You got to have soft skills. You have to know how to talk to people. You have to know how to take what you're being told and translate that into a requirement, and then translate that requirement into a technical requirement that the development team can use. So that's a whole skill set in and of itself. But then on the requirement solicitation side, you have to know how to do document analysis, data analysis, process analysis, systems analysis. Sometimes you have to um, talk to managerial stakeholders, but sometimes you have to talk to the person with their fingers on the keyboard. And have to know how to manage those relationships because a lot of the time, managers keep a tight rein on their people, and you can't just talk to them directly without going through the manager, and the manager also wants to be present. um, I've been known to make site visits to understand a process. Sometimes you need to shadow somebody to see what they're doing because it's just so intensive that they really can't explain it. So you have to be able to watch that process and get requirements from that. Document the current state, document the future state, and then figure out the gaps. Um, Functionally design the solution. Um, that's a high skill set. Product owner is not a high skill set. Product owner is writing user stories and responding to questions from the development team for the most part. If and I'm talking about the technical product owner that sits with the development team, which sometimes they're not. There is no technical product owner. The product owner is from the business side, and now they're on the Scrum team with developers, which I don't agree with. I think it's a mistake. Um, but I'll get to that later. So if your consulting company is sending you product owners instead of business analysts, number one, they might not even understand the difference. Maybe you need a new company, a new agency. Number two, they're going to push the cheapest resources to you because they want to make the maximum amount of profit. You might not be able to hire the senior business analyst, the senior business systems analyst that you are looking for product owner prices. But here's the thing, the gap is really not that large, just your consulting company is greedy, right? So you have to look at that too. Like some companies mandate knowing the markup between the person who's being hired and the company, and they make you. I only worked for one company that actually did this for me, but they make you give a certain percentage to the worker. We need more of that because there's no reason in the age of technology for anyone to be underemployed or hungry. There are so many different types of jobs that people can do, even with AI. For instance, testers. If you can use a cell phone, you can do a test. So why not, instead of importing people, train our American citizens to do tester work? That certainly, even if you only paid them $40 an hour, and an experienced tester makes more than $40 an hour, but let's say I've never seen an experienced tester make less than 40. Or let's say you only pay them $35 an hour. That's fine for certain parts of the country. Okay. So if you're having a problem hiring the level of talent that you want, it's probably because your consulting company is very greedy. You could try to work more directly with consultants. Those that are incorporated would love to have a direct contract like me. I've had direct contract a couple of times, and I really enjoy cutting out the middleman. It wasn't really a whole lot more money, but it was a lot more peaceful for me. um, just knowing that somebody's not there getting a cut. Now consultants bill out at somewhere between $150 an hour for a junior person to $250 an hour for a project lead. And the rate split is looking like, in too many instances, not all, but too many, 70-30 in favor of the consulting company. So why should anybody get 70% of your wages that you earned who did nothing? They introduced you. They didn't place you in a role. They introduced you. You had to compete for that position. You got it, and somebody's taking 70%. That makes them a pimp. It's true. I'm sorry. I have to keep it. I have to keep it all the way real with you guys. So if you're not getting the level of consultant you want, it's price point on the consulting company side, more than likely. So that's it. That's all I have for you today. Like the video, share the video, follow the channel, go to kaetalkstech.com and contact me for coaching or consulting work. And I'll see you next time when we will continue to talk tech. Bye-bye.